Alright, so can anyone tell me what we read about yesterday with this book? Who knows about what Michael did yesterday? Alright, go ahead. You can just unmute your microphone.
They put salt in his and when and his grandma put salt in his shoes.
He did put salt in his shoes. So why did they put salt in his shoes?
To make him taller.
That's right. So do you think that the salt in his shoes will actually make him taller?
Yes.
Yes. Alright, let's find out. After 2 months of practicing and waiting patiently and praying, Michael stood next to the growth chart on his wall. Nothing. He hadn't grown an inch. He was disappointed, but he did not stop believing. I've just got to give it time, like Mama said, Michael thought to himself, and that's what he did. Two more months of practicing went by and still nothing. Now Michael was becoming a little sad. Not only had he not grown 1 inch, but he also missed playing basketball with Larry and Ronnie. About the only thing he didn't miss was being picked on by Mark. When the next Saturday came, his brothers tried to get Michael to go with them to the park, but he wouldn't budge. Mama had begun to worry. When she saw Michael sitting alone on the steps, she said to Daddy, "Maybe you should go out and talk to him." So how do you think Michael feels after doing all those things and he still hasn't grown taller?
Disappointed?
Yeah, that's right, disappointed. Anything else?
Miss Cole,
Yes.
it's freezing it.
It's freezing? All right.
Well, that is probably the widest it'll get. Let me see full screen. If it can.
Am I still frozen?
It's your voice.
Oh, my voice keeps freezing?
Yes, ma'am.
And you can close out this, and then tie out that might help.
All right, so hopefully that will fix it. We close out some tabs. Okay, so let's keep going on the story. So Daddy went out and sat with Michael. "What's wrong, son? You haven't gone to the park with your brothers for a while now. Are you okay?" Michael didn't say anything at first. Then he looked at Daddy and said, "I thought I would at least be a few inches taller by now. I did everything Mama told me to do, but nothing happened." "Michael, why do you want to be taller?" Daddy asked. "If I were taller, I'd be a great player, and I could help our team win," Michael answered. "But you are a great player, son, and you already have everything it takes to be a winner right in here." Daddy tapped Michael on his chest. "Being taller may help you play a little better, but not as much as practice, determination, and giving your best will. Those are the things that make you a real winner." Michael thought about what Daddy said for a minute. Then suddenly, he jumped up and took off. "Where are you going?" Daddy yelled after him. "I've got a game today, and I'm late," Michael yelled back. So when Michael's dad sits down to talk to him, he tells him that being tall doesn't mean he'll be a good winner. but practicing, trying your best, and being determined will. What do you think he means? Does anyone know? Go ahead.
He needed some motivation.
Yes, that's right. Michael's dad was trying to motivate him to go play ball. That's a good answer. When Michael reached the park, the game had started. He sat on the bench hoping he would get a chance to play, and he did. The game was almost over and the score was tied when John, one of the guys on Michael's team, fell and hurt himself. Here was Michael's chance. Michael joined his team in the huddle as they gathered on the sideline for a timeout. Okay, the game is tied. All we need is 1 point. Who wants to take the shot? Ronnie asked. He looked in Michael's direction. Feeling more confident than ever, Michael said, I'll do it. Why do you think Michael volunteers to make the last shot?
Because he's been practicing real hard at home.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly right. He's been practicing at home, and his dad gave him that speech too. When the whistle blew and the game began again, Mark began to pick on Michael as usual. Still trying to play with the big boys, huh? Mark taunted. But Michael paid him no attention. Taller or not, he had been practicing, and today he was determined to win. Larry threw the ball inbounds to Michael. Michael caught it, bounced it for a moment, then took off running. As he approached Mark, Michael shifted to his right. Mark followed, but while he was still shifting, Michael spun to his left. He stopped behind Mark and shot. The ball arched far above his opponent's hands and fell silently through the hoop. 2 points! The game was over. Michael's team had won. It was just as Michael had dreamed. When he realized what he had done, Michael took off running and didn't stop until he had reached home. Bursting through the door, he shouted, I did it, Daddy, I did it. I shot right over the tall guy's head and we won the game. Running in behind them, Ronnie and Larry joined the celebration. That's right, little brother, you did it. You won the game for us. Michael remembered the look that Ronnie gave him during the last timeout of the game and said, No, we won the game, but I was the star. They all laughed. After that day, Mama stopped putting salt in Michael's shoes, but Michael did not stop being patient and working hard and praying. So that must be what made Michael grow to be a 6-foot-inch tall basketball superstar. So how did Michael's choice to work hard and practice basketball change his life? Do you ever know? So when Michael was practicing, how did that change his life?
that practice make perfect and it makes you get better.
It does make you get better. It changed his life because now he's a basketball superstar, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So how did the illustrations help you understand or enjoy the story? Did it make it give you an image in your head?
Yes, ma'am.
So the illustrations give you an image in your head so you can see what the author is talking about. When Michael kept working and practicing, even though he was shorter than the other boys, what does that tell you about his personality? Anyone can answer these.
That he's a good basketball player.
Yeah. What about his personality? Do you know what personality means?
Character trait.
Like your character traits?
He has a good attitude and don't make fun of people and be mean.
That's right. He doesn't do that. So he has, let's use the word determination to be a good basketball player. Okay, what do you think Michael learned from this experience? All right, Javaria, can you answer that for me? You can turn your mic on.
Repeat the question.
So what do you think Michael learned from this experience? What about you, Evelyn? Your mic is unmuted. Can you answer that for me? What do you think Michael
How did he learn
learned?
from the experience? I think because he kept practicing really hard.
Yep. So he kept practicing. I think he learned how to be, does anyone know what word? He learned to be, starts with a P. Patient.
Patient.
That's right. He learned to be patient. So do you guys think that the salt is a thing that helped him grow in his shoes?
Yes.
Do you think it was the salt or him practicing? Practicing? I think so too.
Yeah, practice.
All right, well that's the end of the story.
Thank you, Ms. Cope. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Salt